Hey, how you guys doing? I'm back as promised. Here's the part two to Alpha versus Beta. I did a show earlier this afternoon, briefly about 11 minutes long. Definitely want to have an open discussion tonight and get you guys' opinions on the first stream if you caught it. If not, definitely go to this channel, see the first stream I did it maybe 3 hours ago, and catch up and jump back into what we're talking about today. But thank you guys. Welcome back. Here's part two. One, you guys' opinion, your viewpoints, what you thought about the conversation this morning. For Wine and Face on episode 21. And again, Alpha versus Beta. Today's mail 2024 views, comments, thoughts, and opinions. Fair use. Full disclaimer. Thank you guys for making it. If you're here again from earlier. Big shout out to Just Chilling. Big shout out to Irby Fatal. They came through earlier today when I was streaming live. So thank you guys for the love and support earlier today. Hopefully you guys catch this next video as well. And we back just like that. What's good? Just chilling. Up and Irby's back too. I was just shouting you guys out. That's so dope. So thank you guys. So you guys want to jump up on the panel, feel free. I'm gonna definitely drop the link to the chat shortly, but just to catch everybody up for those people that did not see, I did a stream earlier this morning or this afternoon. Talking about the 2024 male alpha versus beta male. We went deep to gamma, sigma, delta. We went there. And maybe you guys feel the way I feel, maybe you guys don't. But if you know, you know. Show some love to the channel. Appreciate you. Thanks. So what do you think? We have two men in the chat right now. I'm not a man, there are men around me. I know a few men. I see different characteristics and traits between all the men I know, men I work with, men in the family, men in the neighborhood. And I do agree some men have more of an alpha trait, some men have more of a beta trait, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm not a man, so this is definitely for the men out there, so if you have any feedback, any comments, any viewpoints, let me know what you think. Again, as I said, I'm gonna throw the link out to the chat shortly. We're gonna jump into it, but I'm interested to know, again, it goes both ways. This is not just a male dominating conversation. The same can go for women. Again, we lightly touched on the pronouns, him, her, they, she, them, they, all of that. We talked about LGBTQ plus, trans, fair use disclaimer, lots of love gay people, no hate, no nothing, like have gay relatives, friends, co-workers, have no problems with that population of people, none at all. And I don't want to get strikes for anything. They're the coolest, most down to earth, most lit, most funnest people to turn up and have a good time, especially in a party scene or a get together or parade or anything. They are a live bunch of people. So this is no outcast to them at all. But Irby and Just Chilling, what do you guys think about this conversation? Like, you guys are men, y'all may call it simp, y'all may call it sucker, sugar daddy, like, playboy, player. There's so many different terminologies to, label these types of men. Again, we talked about cross dressers earlier. It's different, we talked about men who are trans being able to sit in the female category in the Olympics and win medals. Like, it goes deep, to bathrooms and same sex, bathrooms and things like that. And it's a lot, but this is today's world. These are the things that are totally out of our control. But yeah, and I'm not gonna criticize you, Irby, for talking about it. I don't want to make this a whole shotguns fire, blazing conversation, but just want to continue on the first part because I feel like this is the conversation that people need to actually speak about their specific viewpoints, their ideas on it. So I have my own perspective, the same way you and Just Chilling have your own perspectives about it, but I just noticed, I've heard a lot of people talk about feminine men this year and last year, and feminism and extra feminine women and feminine rights, and whenever I heard those conversations, I never really tapped in to say I could identify with them directly. But most recently, I am seeing this new group and classification of men who I guess we will call the more feminine men, or sassy men, whatever you want to call it. So chime in. What do you guys think about it? Do you associate anyone who has these characteristic traits? Do you identify with this? Is there an explanation for this outside of what the government and some people think the agenda is for all of these, LGBTQ plus rights and things of that nature. Again, shout out to all of them. This is not a we hate any specific group, but just realizing that gender roles are so different. We got women in the army and the navy, as cops, firefighters, in the military services doing the same jobs men do, and men being nurses and secretaries and accountants and librarians. Like we're seeing the gender roles change between both sexes, over time from generation to generation. So I think this is an interesting conversation to have. And again, you may see it at your workplace. It doesn't matter if you work outdoors in the office. We all know those traits when we see them. And again, I feel like this is the year of the sassy men. The sassy men. Sassy, sassy, sassy. Like, like if they had long hair, they could flip their hair sassy. What do you think though? Like it's just me. Like I don't want to just come from my own personal experience. Like let me know what you think. I'm going to drop the link really, really soon. Want to shout out the returning viewers, the unique viewers, the cloud watchers, all those people that don't want to hit the like, don't want to hit the sub, but I see you in my YouTube studio helping the data and the analytics. Shout out to y'all. Big, big shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for helping me, even though you don't realize you're helping me. Really shout out to you guys. Be anywhere in the else in the world, but you're here with me, even you in cloud watching. So I really do appreciate that. One time. Yes, because you guys give me that magic by even hate watching and cloud watching. But it's all good. If you follow me on my other channel, big ups to me. Definitely right there at 1K almost with a couple hundred subs. I'm there at 1K. But these are my socials: TikTok, IG, YouTube. Follow me. Want to get to see more of me outside of when I'm going live. Follow me on my socials right then and there. But happy weekend. Hope you guys are having a great Labor Day weekend. You guys got plans, whether it's barbecue, cookouts, or just chilling, sleeping, whatever you guys doing. Shout out to you. Shout out to them. So I do want to address some of these comments in the chat. Them sassy niggas in this space make me laugh with their woman this, woman that, woman, babble, babble, though. I know, right? Honestly speaking, when you get on some platforms, including Clubhouse, some live streams, it's Facebook, IG, TikTok, people talk a lot of ish behind the scenes on social media like they have the perfect life, just really be talking that talk when really things ain't all panned out to what it is. And again, you don't got to put your personal relationship out there, but people just do it for entertainment purposes and then get upset when it's overwhelming or too much. But sass. I feel like, every time I hear sass, I just want to hear this sound right here. I'm sorry. I just got to keep playing it. For the sassy ass niggas that may be out there. But yeah, like how did men evolve to become so sassy? What is this? Is this regarding the men that didn't grow up with dads in the household and their women raised them? Like where did this sassy ass man come from? I feel like, growing up, all men were strong, dominant, take care of the family, the household, they were the protectors, the guiders. So when we engage or we intervene or we see these sassy men, and again, there are super sassy women. So this is just not a hate crime, hate bash men thing. The same goes for women, and I will do a stream based on the women too. But again, getting back to my story, when we see it in real life, it's like, oh Lord, let me clutch my pearls. Because that was my experience when I caught it real live, because I haven't really seen the sassy man until recently. I just saw a sassy man, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know you guys existed. I thought people were just talking ish when they were talking about sassy men, but they're out there. They're really, really out there. Like how they say albinos are, they're out there. You don't see them often, but they're out there. Shout out to the albinos though. No disrespect, no hate. Don't mean anything. Again, this is just entertainment. This is actually a real topic I want to discuss. But again, full disclaimer, like I'm not trying to bash anybody, but I just feel like this is an interesting conversation regarding have you seen them? We're no longer alpha beta, we're beyond alpha beta, sigma, delta, we're beyond all of that. It's a new breed of man in 2024. And the funny thing is, again, same thing with the women. A lot of these men, they come with that talk. They be talking that talk, and what that talk be is what you women bringing to the table. That's a common conversation. All of a sudden, men are talking about what you bringing to the table. Like, geesh. So this is why I want to have this conversation again. I'm pretty sure we got people from different states, countries, and boroughs, and chimed into this in real time, whatever the case is. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. So I'm going to drop that link right now And you guys can jump in, chime in, give your 2 cents, your 3 cents, your 4 cents. Let me know how you feeling out there in the world. So boom, that is the link. Feel free to join, pop in, or continue to just throw your comments in the chat and I'll highlight them on the screen. So Irby says there's an agenda for men to be women, women to men to switch gender wars. Absolutely, there is an agenda. An agenda can have a lot to do with population control, hence the migrants and immigrants and all the crazy population overflow we're getting. It could be that. Um, Just chilling. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna be lazy. Yeah, we all off tomorrow. Well, a lot of us are off tomorrow. You know, whether we off with pay, off with no pay, a lot of us are off tomorrow. So thank God. I'm off with no pay tomorrow, but it's all good. God is good. I know His good is coming for me. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there with y'all. Whoever I'm getting paid to be off tomorrow, I'm gonna be there. Trying to tell you, Kay, is boys being boys. Word. Ever since the whole Pizzagate situation when Hillary Clinton came out, I was like, all this and the whole Epstein situation came out with all this rape and molestation and all this crazy sexual capade stuff. Is like you just hearing more and more coming out about, some of this sassy we talking about right now. Herbie says it's definitely a single motherhood house. So yes, everyone says a mother can't raise a son to be a man, and we probably seen that, and that can be a big part of the reason why the population of sassy men are here. A lot of people may argue and say those are the population of men that had no dad in the house, but not for nothing. There's a large population of men who didn't have a dad in the house. And we going back from the 90s to the 80s to the 70s to the 60s, where the dad was in multiple houses because he had multiple families and multiple children out of wedlock in different places and spaces. And we all go through, we all know about it. That's those family secrets that we don't talk about, especially in the Black, brown, and Latino communities. But that's another conversation for another time, for another place. You heard? Yeah. So yeah, I can see that. I really can. I can really see that population of men who fall into that caliber. I really can. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yep. So that's my opinion on it. But again, you guys may have a different opinion. But I think that definitely fits. That makes sense. I can see that irony. A man being brought up. Thank you. I can see a man being brought up in a house full of women, and that environment itself just organically makes that man more feminine. And over time, as he grows and evolves, with those characteristic traits of him seeing and not being in different populations and circles, I can see that man growing up to be quote unquote a little bit more feminine, a little bit more sassy, possibly even, LGBTQ plus, fair use, full disclaimer, no hate or disrespect at all. What I'm saying, just saying to be saying. That's all I'm saying. Like this is not a bashing conversation. You gotta say that we do these live streams because the community to come for you and try to make you look crazy. So you gotta put that out there so it's not being taken the wrong way or misconstrued or miscombobulated or twisted. Again, no shade, no hate at all towards that population. Yeah, the beta males just be chilling. According to my research, the beta males are the ones that feel like happy wife, happy life is the way to go. The beta male men are those men who think that way. As long as their wife is happy, their life is happy. The alpha male does not think that way. The alpha male is more of I'm the king, I'm the leader, I'm the provider, I'm the head of the household. Everyone will bow down to me. I am the breadwinner. That is more of the alpha male. When we get into the sigma and the delta and the beta and the omega, it varies. Some of them are on the same levels, but some are different. Allegedly, the sigma male is on the same level as the alpha male, but for whatever reason, the sigma male chooses to stay outside of the hierarchy versus the alpha male who stays within the hierarchy. So again, if you do your research, you'll find different descriptions and narratives of what they say each of these characteristics of males, allegedly do. But it's a lot. It's a lot. It really is a lot, and it's to the point where you feel like, okay, maybe some of this may not be actual factual, just people's opinions and their, their perspectives on things. And I came across a lot of people's perspectives, and I was doing research on these different classifications of men. So it's very interesting. It's really, really very interesting. And when I looked on Google and YouTube, I saw a lot of different things when it came to, the alpha beta men, where every time I did a different, I did a different research or different look or perspective, it was like it kept changing. So it was like, all right, this is interesting. I guess people just have their thing they want to do and they want to say. And I'm gonna actually share my screen right now and probably try to show you some of the things I actually came across when I was like doing my little research. So I'm gonna share my screen right now, and it's going to let me. Yay! It's letting me share my screen. So this was the first one I came across: alpha, beta, gamma, omega. And as I looked through all of this, it just got real, complicated. Not necessarily complicated, but it got really, really detailed. I'm like, okay. So can I scroll up? No, I got to scroll down. Okay, I'm trying to scroll fast, so I'm not just making you guys like watch a whole screen with me. Let me grab that. There we go. Okay, so here it goes. Alpha, beta, delta, gamma, omega. So on this one here, alpha and sigma, the sigma and alpha are equal. The sigma male sits outside of the hierarchy by his own choice, but they're on the same level as we can see. Beneath them comes the beta male, followed by the delta male, followed by the gamma male, followed by omega male. Now again, there's a lot of different characteristics and traits regarding this, but I'm gonna try to breeze through each one so I'm not like just, talking too much about it. But this one, Alpha Male, says this is a highly stereotypical category to throw men into. Especially seems to have this architect in mind when speaking negatively about men, particularly when referring to the negative side of the alpha male. So, oh no, sorry. Sorry, here we go. My bad, guys. Now I'm gonna scroll down more to the next one, the beta male. The only other choice men are usually presented with is the beta male, who is stereotyped as being weak, submissive, emotionally needy, and sexually unattractive because he lacks the electrifying high levels of testosterone of the alpha. I don't know if I really agree with all of that, but this is just one article, many articles. I'd say you guys do your own research. Now here they talk about the gamma male. So on this one, they say a person who rejects status and authority, believing that thinking for oneself is possible and desirable and valuing freedom most. This orientation puts them at odds with most people in society. So gammas tend to be perceived as outsiders, but outsiders' status may or may not be important to the identity. The attitude towards society tends to alternate towards disdain for the herd and their cattle ranchers and a struggle to just accept people as they are and give up bitterness. Often they find the small group of the gammets and proud betas to hang out with. So it gets really detailed, as I say, but here's what I was looking for this chart right here: alpha, beta, gamma, omega, delta, sigma. So in each row, they have a specific description comparing all of them. So the alpha comes up in the beginning as dominating and charismatic, the born leader, understands his priorities and always utilizing his time. Then there's the beta, modest and easygoing, ideal husband type, works a lot but overshadowed by his peers. Kind of like that's a lot of a stretch. Then they go to the gamma, introverted and super sensitive, the yes man at the office, has big plans but lacks determination and focus. That don't sound like a great description, but we're gonna keep going. Omega, skillful and self-sufficient, the odd one in the wolf pack, laid back, not chasing success or money. Then that's followed by the Delta male, who they say is modest and hardworking, wants attention but can't get it, works hard but unable to draw attention. And then the last one, the Sigma, super smart and extremely attractive, the manipulative mastermind. He is super ambitious and his own boss. So again, you got to do your own research. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen after this, but I'm gonna copy this link and throw it in the chat right now. If you guys do your own research, but there's a whole bunch of different ones out there. I saw this. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. But again, this one right here makes the alpha look like the playboy, makes the beta look like, the the sorry, the lazy one. So I'm gonna play this video real quick for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. That video was 4 minutes long. I'm not gonna make you guys watch that whole video, but that's a 4 minute video. So I'm gonna throw the link to that video here in the chat. Or that interesting photo chart in the chat. Hey, what's good? Third World Colombian. Good to see you. Thank you for popping through. Shout out to Texas. Texas in the building. Um, just chilling. I missed this comment. As I know, mad folk from the dirty south, I'm being told that being down with the rainbow mob still look down on outside. I mean, maybe the eight. You know, I ain't even gonna lie. It's a lot to get into. You just never know. But possibly, I feel like the places where people are really body conscious and body, body, skin tone, muscles, and flat bellies and abs and all that's a thing. Like maybe it's a high population of people in those areas that are into this. I don't know, but definitely do your research. Again, if you're a man, this conversation is for you. What classification of male do you feel you follow or fit into based on that characteristic trait I just posted up with alpha, beta, gamma, sigma, delta, omega? I feel like for me, looking at all of those different characteristics of men, I feel like I have not met a man that fits solely into one of those characteristic traits by itself. I feel like every man has a little bit of all of those things in him. But again, we are in the sassy man era. Again, I'm gonna bring up that sassy man. This is the sassy boy era, the sassy fella era, the sassy male era, the sassy man era. Like again, so looking at these gender roles, or not even the gender roles, but these male characteristic traits of, again, from alpha, beta, gamma, delta, sigma, omega. Again, going back to the cross-dressing conversation, going back to the LGBTQ plus conversation, going back to just, meeting sassy men in real life and seeing it in motion is different than when you just hear about it on the blogs or social media or on TV, where you see it in full speed, one on one. It's like, wow, this really exists. Like almost like when you see a dwarf or a midget, like, oh my god, I haven't seen a dwarf and a midget in so long. They still got them. Like no disrespect. I swear, I really don't mean to come off offensive or anything like that. Like God forgive me, I really, really don't. But I'm just saying, like, I never thought I would see a sassy man, and when I saw this sassy man reach, I'm like, wow, like y'all really are out here like that. And again, we're in an era now where men are just doing stuff like telling women from jump, what are you bringing to the table? Like, since when men talk like this to women, like, boy, men is not, like, I hate to say I have nothing but men in the chat right now, but I hate to say it. It just really comes off the seem sometimes like, men are just really interested on the finances of what they're getting out of the woman. Is like, men are not marrying for love. Women are not marrying for love right now. It's more like, what can you do for me? What you got on this, Tommy? What you got on this, Cole? Like, it's like a one up. Like, what you gonna do? What you gonna bring to my life that you feel like I should entertain you? And there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like it's just so blunt and brutal that it's like people are just really with each other just to succeed financially. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like that's like the number one priority, and love is like way at the bottom. It's like, am I tripping or not? Is it just me? Let me know. But yeah, I definitely got a lot of comments right now. So I'm gonna go through some of the comments right now. Let me catch up. Sorry, I got my toaster oven on. That's that little tick tick, guys. So no bomb. We don't do that. Yeah, this is the soft guy era. I think Ramon said that. Here's what Third is saying. I don't believe in that alpha beta stuff. I don't live my life by superficial titles and personas. I just be by myself, whatever fuck with who and where. I feel you, because I feel like, again, even as I read that chart to you guys, I feel like I don't know any guy who fits into that category. And shout out to Irby, he says he feels the same way. Yes, yes, Third. It is a sassy man era. You in Texas, so I'm pretty sure you see some sassy ass down there too. Just chilling. Showing emotion is a beta trait. I feel like I fall into the alpha category. I prefer to do as much as I can on my own with no next help. Only extra help if needed. Right, like again, the chart has like a lot of different aspects in it, but I feel like, again, I know a lot of men that say happy wife, happy life, and I don't feel like those are all, beta males. I feel like they're definitely alpha males and sigma males, but they just are not the arguing type. They're not the guys that want to be stressed out and be, argumentative and having an unhappy home, and they just want peace in the valley. and they just wanna, if the woman in the house is happy and good, everything else is a lot smoother for them. But I don't have no big brother, older cousin who can teach me the game. I definitely don't. So I could be all the way wrong, but that's just my perspective on it. Um, Third says, I only believe you have to convince or persuade someone to believe you're alpha or whatever you claim to be. Not to 10, you're probably not who you claim to be. I feel you, definitely. Like, you shouldn't have to convince nobody. You definitely shouldn't. You definitely should not have to put on persona, but we all put on that persona the first 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. We meet somebody, we date somebody. We are definitely not our 100% self that time, I feel, but maybe some of you guys are now. I feel like it's not as you got some years in that you're really, really being yourself, like your true self, like, you know, just being nasty, showing personal nasty habits. If you pick your nose, or if you take showers, you don't take a lot of showers, or if you don't clip your toenails, or if you don't wash your hair a lot. I feel like you don't see those things in the beginning, or you don't see how clean someone's hygiene is always in the beginning. You're probably always seeing them outside of the household, so you're just seeing them looking fresh for the most part. Not until some years begin, you like, oh, so this person is just a slob. They want to just leave socks and clothes and undergarments all over the place. Like, they want to just leave a messy bathroom. They want to just, like, not wash up behind them. So like, it takes some years, I feel, for you to really see their real traits. Let's see what else somebody's saying. Peace to the Middle East. I remember that. Remember, we used to say that in junior high school. Peace to the Middle East. I remember that. Shout out to Just Chillin'. That's a throwback memory right there. When I see people being responsible and competent, that's when I take leadership. Yeah, you definitely do. You got to take leadership as you see it. And again, I feel like I don't know any men that fits into this alpha beta thing, just like you men are saying in the chat right now. Like, men, not men, but you guys specifically don't fit into that chart. And, maybe you guys don't even believe in that chart. Maybe that's just something of folklore or folktale, or, different religious or cultural backgrounds. Maybe that's not everything, but with the social media world, they got all kind of stuff out there. So I wanted to like play with this topic a little bit, see what you guys thought about it. But I definitely do think, though, real talk, that, in 2024, we see a lot more sensitive men, a lot more emotional men. Again, I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 82, and we had gay people back then. And, but again, I feel like they weren't necessarily super sensitive and emotional. But now, like, niggas be out here be emotional. They be in a bag. They be sensitive. I ain't talking to y'all. Of course, I ain't talking to none of y'all. So y'all know I ain't talking to y'all. I'm just saying in general, though. Niggas be in a bag. Niggas be just as sensitive as females, and that's crazy. Like, you've been in a long relationship, you've been in relationships in general. Like, all men ain't tough. Some men be crying, heartbroken, jealous, sensitive, having insecurities, and you gotta know to know. If you don't know, you do. If you don't know, you do. But men be having insecurities. Same way girls have insecurities about our weight, our complexion, our hair, our feet, or whatever we complain about. Men have the same insecurities. Learned that recently. Learned that within the last 5 years or so. Men have the same exact fucking insecurities as some women do. And that's real talk. Yeah, they so sensitive. Yes, like they really, really are. And again, when you're not used to seeing men play that role of sensitivity, you think of them as just tough and rough, and again, the protectors, providers, and all of that. It's a shock. It's like a culture shock when you see that. It really, really is. So I would like to know again, like, how do you feel about this? I know you guys are seeing more emotional men out there, more sensitive men, and now it's to the point where you can't look at a man from the outside and just say, oh, he's a thug or he's a provider. Like, sometimes those be the most sensitive men, and you don't even know it, which is crazy, really crazy. But again, this is not a judgmental platform where I'm trying to judge any specific person. I'm just saying I came across a sassy dude, and I didn't really believe in it. Something I heard about it on social media, and whatever. Like, I thought it was just like something someone coined, but no, there's really sassy dudes out here. So I wanted to do this stream just because of that alone, specifically. Like, I can't believe they got sassy ass niggas out here, And again, it goes the same way for women. They call them Karens or whatever you want to call them, or maybe not Karen, but the same way there's something for the man, there's something for the woman. So I'm gonna do another stream about the women as well, as far as the same perspective. But I'm like, wow, like it just was different, you know, for me to see because again, it was like, wow, like I almost felt like the dude should just had like a wig on and a weave and just started flipping his head back and forth, like, excuse me, like daddy, can I have like $300? Like it was just so weird to see a man act so sassy. And again, he didn't have a sassy appearance. He had a young man, male boyish, you know, mid 20ish swag style. So when this sassiness came out of him, I was like, oh Jesus, Lord. Like I didn't know y'all was real. Like when you see a girl for a midget, again, no disrespect, not trying to be funny, but again, like you see like an albino person, like I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, like, wow, so there really is a such thing as sassy ass men, sassy ass niggas. This is a thing. This is a thing. But again, that's what I got for y'all tonight. Like again, so I definitely wish I could pull up some videos about sassy men, and I'm gonna see if I can find some videos on sassy men and see if I can like add some more context. And I actually want to share my video right now. I found the video. I have done no research on it. It's like the first video I pulled up, so bear with me, guys. We're gonna watch the video together. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Disclaimer. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this video I'm about to share with y'all. One moment.
True or false, in a heterosexual relationship, the man should always pay?
Yes.
Say louder.
Yes, like I'm sorry. Okay, I'm a modern girl, but I guess that's my really for real only traditional value.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up on YouTube.
True or false, in a heterosexual relationship, the man should always pay?
Yes.
Say louder.
Yes, like I'm sorry. Okay, I'm a modern girl, but I guess that's my really for real only traditional value.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just feel like we're in a sassy man apocalypse. Like why don't y'all want to just pay for dinner? Like is it that like men used to go to war. They used to cut grass. They used to build she sheds. Like all y'all do is paint your nails and wear like earrings and shit. Like my God, please, like you don't want to pay for my Olive Garden? Like this is what it's come to.
It's not even a tomahawk steak. It's Olive Garden.
It's Chili's. And Chili's is buzz. Like what? Yes, they should be paying. A man should be paying for food. Yes,
men used to be men.
Men used to be men, bro.
Put that on a t-shirt.
And it's like no shade. My gay friends, my gay guy friends, they always pay for my dinner. Like, can we just bring back men? Like.
And I'm gonna stop that right there. So again, that's kind of why I want to do this video. So again, I'm not single. I'm not on the market. I'm not out here going on dates. I don't got people out here whining and dining me and taking me to extravagant places every week, every day. But I feel what Shorty is saying. Like, I have a lot of female friends. I'm on social media. Like, I'm human. I live in New York City. I see things. So it's like, is that what we out here doing right now? Is that what these niggas out here is doing right now? So are these men not really out here really taking women on dates, and when they go on a date, they want to go Dutch right then and there? Is it not a conversation before we get to the date? Is that what y'all out here doing? Now, me personally, I see the comments going crazy. I'm going to get to y'all. Hold on, I'm going to get to y'all. Now, me personally, just because I'm not dating does not mean I'm not going to go on a lunch date or a breakfast date or go out somewhere where I may have to, like, contribute to the tab or split the tab. But my thing is, I personally don't have any issues or any weirdness about going on a date, in my single life or in general to say, okay, I'm going to pay for what I bought and that's it. Just to not have any beef with the person that, who I'm with. So there's no argument about money because we already know money breaks up friendships and it ain't even worth it. So for me specifically, like, I'm not going to go anywhere with anybody first if I have no money. I don't believe in that shit when people are like, oh, I'll pay for you. It's okay. Just come out, sis. Or just come. No, I don't do that shit. I don't care if I got an outfit together. You got to be my mama or my daddy or like, somebody very, very close. I'm like, all right, I'm going to come out the house dead broke to go to a drink or any kind of restaurant with you. Like, I'm not doing that. But, for shits and giggles, let's just say we go out. It's up to me to be in a predicament to feel comfortable to look dumb in that moment when a person's asking me for my half of the money or to be like, oh, I don't got no money. Like, that is on me. We don't have that conversation prior to, like, I'm not going to put myself in a predicament to be there like, oh, so I got to pay for my own food. Like, it's going to be established before I get to the destination with the person again. Now, if it's somebody immediate family, you know what I'm saying? you should be. And I'm telling you, I don't got no money to go nowhere. You gassing me up like, come on, I'm gonna pay for you. That's one thing. But I'm not gonna, if the pressure is not being applied like that, I'm telling somebody, listen, I don't got money like that. Like, maybe next week, bills, school, whatever. If I allow someone to gas me up, it is on me to be in that stupid position to be there like, oh, well, I don't got no money. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna go to the back and watch dishes for the rest of the night to pay off my tab. Like, no, I'm not going. But I don't. My whole point is I don't like to go out anywhere if I don't know if I don't have money to do what I want to do the way I want to. Like, I don't want someone telling me how many tacos I can have, how many margaritas I can have, how many snacks I can have. I want to go and be comfortable and do everything. Like, I want to run it up. I want to run it up. I don't be like, oh, I'm not hungry tomorrow, knowing damn well I'm still fucking hungry. You feel me? So I'm gonna go into these comments right now. I see I got a lot of comments right now, and I feel like they're probably juicy and good. So I'm gonna get to see what y'all saying. So shout out to Texas. Saucy Santana, yeah, I feel you. That would be my thought frame too. While we're on the topic of emotions still, way so many niggas keep their emotions bottled up. Big contribution to what we see on just this site. Absolutely. I do that. I try not to. So that's a horrible habit. Yes, people out there in the world, don't bottle up them feelings. Let them things go, release, relax, relate. Don't be bottling up stuff. Life is too short. You don't need to be on blood pressure medication. You need to be fainting, passing out, losing weight, not eating, going through all these kind of crazy health conditions because you bottling shit in. Let that shit out, whether it's in your diary, your journal, whether you writing on a blog and you're not even posting if no one to see it, you making YouTube videos on private or unless you don't want to see it, get that shit out because that is horrible. Like, you'll fuck around and bust a cap at somebody or fuck around yourself. Like, great advice. Shout out to you. I'm just chilling. Everybody here giving this great advice, this great feedback. Yeah, she was a little bit masculine earlier. I ain't gonna lie. She was. Just chilling said, I paid for dinner dates. Question is, do she look and act like I should pick up the tab though? And I feel like this is a conversation though. I feel like as soon as a man wants a woman, I feel like it's all in the wording and the communication. I feel like I suck at communication. I ain't gonna lie. Although I'm out here doing live stream, videos, shorts, and everything. In my personal life, and sometimes I really be sucking in communication. I'm not gonna lie. I'm be honest, put it out there. I'm be accountable for my actions. Something that we all don't do. I can do so much better in communication, but I'm getting there because I acknowledge it. And I know that's a problem. But I feel like people don't communicate effectively and efficiently. We text shorthand, small acronyms, LOL, LMFAO. Like, we use so much shorthand text message. Like, when we actually engage in person, we be acting like we're not talking when we see somebody. We would have a whole Bible conversation on social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, about what people see you posting. It's so weird, but I feel like communication sucks. Like, communication has to get better because, again, these are just really communication issues. It really is. I feel like there's no reason why two people should get to a dinner date and by the end of the day be arguing about who's paying what. There should never be an argument about it. It should be understood. But again, are men really out there like really taking women on dates or offering women on dates and not want to pay the bill? Like, that's tacky as fuck. That is so fucking tacky. And again, the conversation about men all of a sudden asking women, what are you bringing to the table? Who brought up these table and these fucking legs and these chairs? Who started this table shit? I feel like the whole 2024 and 2023 been about tables. We've been seeing niggas getting hit with tables on their back. We've been hearing tables, the red talk table. We've talking about the table. Who brought this up? When we fucking came up, we didn't hear parents about no fucking table. Like, this table talk shit is getting out of control. Like, can we throw the table in the garbage already? Can we bust the chairs up? Can we get a lawn chair now? Why is it a competition? If you like somebody, you like them. You don't. There shouldn't be no attributes about who has more higher percentile. It's whatever you like, what you like, and that's it. The table talk needs to fucking go. Period. I'm so done with this table shit. Like, I feel like when I hear men say that, I'm not gonna lie, the whole sassy men shit comes to mind. Like, this table talk, like, niggas. You got the men that don't care if a woman got degrees. You got the men that don't care if a woman got her own apartment, if her credit's good, if she got her own car. They still ask what the fuck you bring to the table. Nigga, what do you bring to the fucking table? Why are we talking about a table? We're talking about us. Like, can we stop this table talk shit? Like, it is really dragging. Like, so dragging. It's just so fucking annoying. Like, it got men and women missing out on their real fucking catch. Niggas and women out here really missing out on probably their fucking real soulmates or the person they really supposed to be because people want to judge on what you got and what I got. First off, I'm just meeting you. I don't feel like telling you my fucking personal business about what I got saved in the bank, what I got 401k, IRA. Like I don't feel like none of your fucking business in the beginning. You gotta earn that information. So I need to say what I'm bringing all the way to the table. And I'm not saying I am this fucking table since we're on the table conversation, but again, this table shit is a whole nother lane of the sassy boy era shit too. And yes, feminism does play a part in this. Like the whole world is just disgusting right now. Feminism does play a part in this whole table talk thing. You know, we got these celebrity women out here, such as Jada. You know, that men ain't gonna never let that story go. You know, people gonna never forget that. You know, then we got the feminist parties who just feel so obligated to talk that talk and walk that walk. And you can. You can walk it, talk it, Migos do it. It don't matter how you do it, walk it like you talk it. You can do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's a lot of pressure with these whole gender roles all of a sudden. Like, and that's what the first part of the conversation was earlier today. Like the pressure with these gender roles, lots and lots and lots of pressure for no reason. I feel like there is no more courtships. There is no more chivalry. Like men don't sing to women. Men don't court women. Like that shit is all dead. Like women out here popping their PUSSY anyhow, anytime, anywhere. And don't get me, I'm a big sexy red fan now. Oh my god, let me tell you, I'm a big, big ass sexy red fan right now. If that song come on, get it sexy, I'm acting a whole goddamn fool. But that does not mean I don't have any humanity, no values, no respect for myself. Does not mean that. But what I am saying right now is we see a lot of women just throwing all their asses, all their beautiful shapes and curves all over social media for everybody to see, which is valuing women. We get that. But that does not mean that it's every woman. I feel like men in 2024 feel like every woman is just what we seeing. Like I just said, you know, clapping, popping a coochie. That's not every woman. We're all getting categorized to be the same woman. We're not all the same woman. And I hate when I hear men have these conversations and they say all them hoes are the same. All these bitches ain't about shit. All the bitches don't bring nothing to the table. Like, where y'all get this talk from? Sound like we missing some daddies in the household, ain't we? Like men never talk to women like this. Never, 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 never. But you know, that's my tea, that's my spitz, that's my spaz. Shout out to everybody who came through for me one time for the mind. It's the weekend. Happy Labor Day weekend. I threw the link out there for the chat. Y'all didn't pull up, but it's all love. It was great seeing all of y'all, chatting with y'all, talking with y'all. I'm about to be on my dinner time right now. Time for me to make some dinner. I mean, it's really made, but you know, it's time for me to like eat, you know, and do what I do. So peace out, y'all. Thank you guys for popping in on Alpha and Beta. Wine and Face episode 21 has been real. Appreciate you guys. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button. It's your girl. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, which I was here with me. Peace, y'all. Have a good night, and hope you guys have a great Labor Day weekend. I'm out of here. Let me check the chat real quick. Be easy, just chilling. Shout out Urbi Fatal, Third World Colombian. I appreciate y'all. Have a great night, and I'll be checking y'all soon. And don't forget, guys, hit me up on my Dreadlock Diary channel. Almost on my way to 1K. Bye. 1 second. This is what I want to show you guys. What this. Excuse me.